Our core values came from a place of saying, okay, what are we looking for in our team? So we started with every single person, all 7 of the executives, wrote down the one person that they had worked with in an organization that if they could build any team, they would want that one person. Everybody wrote down the criteria of what that person contributed to the team. And then second part of that activity, what is a person that you've worked with that is the worst team member that if you were like gonna plague somebody with, you'd put them on their team? Okay, great, I'm gonna put that person's name down, I'm gonna write down all the criteria, because the negative and the positive help create a picture. Most of the time, you guys can think more succinctly with all of the people problems that you have, more so than how great some of your team members are. Just like, oh, this person doesn't show up on time, or this person doesn't take any initiative. And so we came up with this massive list of, 200 core values, similar to what we just did here. The objective was to narrow it down to 10 that we gave back to Brandon to say this is what we would propose our core values. And some of the team members that we listed as the worst team members were still in the organization. So that tells you something there. Then with that 10, we started using it in the performance review process. Brandon crossed out 2 or 3. He's like, these ones don't fit. I think that's also an important leadership lesson. It is your frickin' business. So if you don't like a core value and your team comes to you and says that they want this thing, like, it's your environment. So you get to make that determination. So we got to our list of core values. We used them, and when you use them, you will learn to either work with them or that there are some things that are missing. And that's what happened with the intentional core value. Really liked it. Brandon and I are very intentional people. We talked about intentions this morning. It's big for us, but assessing every single person's behavior and quite honestly their potential based off of intentionality, it wasn't really connecting the dots, so it didn't work. I think many people are more tied to the idea of their core value than actually figuring out, does this really work when I put it in practice? We're not tied to the core values that they don't work. So that's how we got to them. And then was there a second piece of that? Oh, the definition, so great. Inspirational. Everything that we do is bigger than us. We don't show up to work every day just for ourselves. We show up to make our team more impactful, our clients stronger, and to chase our potential. That's inspirational, that's our definition. Accountable. We hold ourselves and our clients highly accountable to their goals because we know that true growth does not happen by accident. Extreme accountability yields extraordinary results. Imagine a world where you hit all of your targets for that year, but the revenue target or the growth doesn't actually happen. You can sit back and say, oh, we made the perfect plan, the plan didn't work, and then you can be victimized by your team because you didn't come up with a better plan. Or you can say, all of us are accountable for the result. It is not just me, it is not just Brandon who is responsible for making sure that everybody is accountable to the success of this business. So if that was a situation in our organization, hey Jeff, you're just as accountable even if you're not in sales to figuring out how to help the sales team. Hey Natalie, even though you're on the operations side, you are accountable for this issue that's happening over in the marketing side, right? It's this global accountability. It starts very small. Your most entry-level team member has think of it as a gradient of either being accountable to the task they're doing or not. But then at the highest levels, what is true accountability? As the business owner, how accountable are you to the result? Like the most accountable. If you don't make it happen, no one else is gonna make it happen. But true leadership in developing your team is showing them that they need to have that same level of accountability. It is not just you. Okay, transparent. We have big goals and we are moving quickly. Our team has full transparency into the priority of our clients, teams, and organization in order to prioritize the work we do to get closer to our goals. We will tell you what the goal is, what the team's goal is, what the organization's goal is, what the client's goal is in order for all of us to be able to create the result that we're looking to create. Disciplined, my favorite. At Cardone Ventures, we do the things we say we're going to do, without exception. Discipline starts at the individual level as we train every day in order to continue learning and growing. This introduces this idea of Cardone University. Aligned. We only hire growth-oriented individuals because we know that our business can't grow if our people aren't growing. That statement alone is very important. Then we align the business goals. When our team wins, the company wins. Last but not least, results. Results matter. Our clients hire us to 10x their businesses. That's you guys. If we don't get that, then we don't stay in business. So every product we create and every service offering we have follows the results-oriented nature of the business. crystal clear at the end of the year. Did we create the results? Did you actually service the client? Did you do the things you say you're going to do? All of these things come together really nicely in the performance review process.